made me wanna say. And even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I know I gotta. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here we go. They defer to Brown to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
11 mighty.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They go play action with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Gun.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense,
here we go.
Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there, turning it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there. And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
11 MT.
On second down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd down, here's a run by Moss. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. nothing after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Draw play. This is Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most. The U&I partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Deontay Hardy back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Hardy set to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a yard. Henry up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Completes it to Aguilar. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Ready?
3rd and 5. Now Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, Hardy. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 6.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Burrow. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Jackson. This one into the hands of Aguilar. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 66 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14. At the Bengals 24.
On second down, here's Henry. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. That's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt, Derrick Henry all alone.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Fighting it off. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the 4th quarter now. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Evan McPherson for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught on the right flat.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 75 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yo.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A 38-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure that this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Charlie Jones, 66 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Ravens 30, Bengals
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, You would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, report.
Jackson from the shotgun. That pass is caught by Hardy. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
At the 35-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Again to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The partner under the lights in prime time this